the way we design menus. For me, we can be better, we can do better. Like, it's been, I don't know, I think 4 or 5 years, as a judge for Tales of the Cocktail Spirited Awards, I have to go through all the menus they submit for the best menus, and sometimes I'm like, but some people submit just a book, like a paper with the ingredients, and that's it. And then you think this is the world's best menu. Like, what makes a menu a world's best menu? How do you sell your concept? For me, already, like, your concept or your story or everything has to be reflected in the design of your menu, and already done in a way that is not too complicated, as you say, because you don't go to a bar to get a PhD. You go to a bar to forget about the work, the stress, just have a connection with your friend, and so on, so on. So this is another interesting thing. I actually took the social needs of people, and whenever I create things, I think of them, like, what are the reasons they go in a bar? Because especially now we have so many bars, the competition is so high. Why should people choose my bar, for example? Or why should they choose this bar, or this restaurant? The differences are not the products itself. It's never the food and the drink. How many times did you guys go to a place where the food is not maybe the best, but you just feel good and you always go there? I'm sure you did it as well. I did it many times.
Usually.
Yeah.
And the same with the bars. I can just go on a corner, and that's why dive bars work. Because it's not pretentious, that you can be yourself, that you don't need to maybe dress up so fancy, that you can just be free, you can breathe, you don't need to be uptight, and you just enjoy and have fun. And that's exactly the reason why dive bars work.
Yeah.
That's smart. Kat,
But we can make it also in other higher end bars. And I think a lot of people doing great already. Like,
I
they
feel like
made
magic. Yeah, I feel like the magic will be the balance that you're just,
yes, exactly.
you want great drinks in a very comfortable setting, and if you get the two together, you have a winner. And you can see that. I mean, I want to ask you, Kat, in the last few years that you've been around, of course, going to bars and judging and looking at cocktail menus, any memorable menus you want to share with this group and with the audience as well, like the menus that have stuck with you and like have done amazing work, and why so?
I maybe shouldn't speak about it yet, because we are just still yesterday was the deadline, actually. So I don't know if I can talk about what I like, but I like usually the kind of menus that, let's generalize, I like the menus where there is a little story, where there is not just about the drink itself, but like you see, like, the people, you see the concept. It's not just putting fancy ingredients together and trying to be trendy. It's like a kind of like a culture, creating a culture where you are, and you can already see that from a menu. Because if the menu makes me curious and I want to keep looking and discovering, then for me that menu is good. It's a great menu. And then the secondary are the drinks. So first is always how easy is to understand for guests. Like, I always imagine, like, okay, well, this is the world's best menu. Okay, how do I see this as a guest? Is the same goes for the world's best spirit selection, because there is one category for that. And there are some bars that they have hundreds of bottles of booze, and there is no explanation. Like, if I go to this bar and you have thousands of bottles of whiskey, let's say, and I don't know too much about whiskey, how can I choose my stuff? Like, what I'm gonna order? Of course, I'm gonna order something maybe that I know, just to not, because nobody likes to look uneducated or look stupid. So you're gonna just act, and you say, you know what, I'll take this brand. I know it won't fail me, I'm gonna take it. Or maybe you are gonna experiment with something that is in the similar style. But if you don't have instructions, or you don't have like a flavor profile or any kind of way of understanding what those brands are, like, for me, that's like nothing. You can have 1,000 bottles, or maybe someone has 100 bottles, but they have a menu that really tells about the origin, the who makes it, the flavor profile, how guides you through with the design. Like, how do you choose your spirit, something that is for you, because we are all different. For me, that's a great spirit menu.